What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the overall market, and we'll also be covering the Sofi stock, one of my favorite companies, regardless of the price action we've been getting the past 3 months since that last earnings report. And guys, today a lot of companies hit all-time lows. Facebook, Square, PayPal, Roblox, and of course SoFi. All these companies have hit all-time lows today, or 52-week lows. I can honestly tell you I was really not on the TV today, so I really don't know the big reason, for this big pullback today, with the Nasdaq 2.5%. But I can guarantee you it was either Russia, Ukraine, or inflation. So you guys can drop a comment and let me know why the stock market was crashing down today. I can guarantee you it was one of those two reasons. So I think there is a small chance that we may see the all-time low for SoFi all time before Tuesday, okay? And I think that could be the bottom forever, okay? If the guidance comes out how I'm expecting it to be on Tuesday, blowout guidance, guys. I'm talking EBITDA 10xing, 1,000% increase in EBITDA. A lot of companies that I've been listening to, like a DraftKings, I just listened to a Lemonade today. These companies are putting out massive a negative EBITDA. We also have other catalysts. We have the Pagaya partnership. We also have margin investing. We just got the Technisys acquisition. So we have a lot of catalysts that are all going to be baked in to this current earnings report, for the guidance for the full year. So once again, I think there is a high probability that SoFi may put in the all-time lows before Tuesday. And what we should really be praying for right now, if you are invested in stocks with long positions, you want your stock to hold up as best as possible before March 16th, where the Fed does that meeting and potentially raises the rates, because I think that will be a bottom end for the entire market, because we have 7 rate hikes priced in. We have a World War III priced in right now to the market. I mean, the Nasdaq has corrected, almost 19%. So a lot of this fear is priced in. So what you really want to be doing right now is averaging down on your favorite companies and trying to survive by March 16th, okay? You want to survive. You don't want to have massive losses, when your stock just continues to fall. That's what we really saw with SoFi this week, a nasty 25% pullback the last 5 trading days. I mean, that's absolutely insane, guys. We haven't even reported our earnings. So a lot of stocks are getting a hit. I'm not just going to say it's SoFi. This is, macro environment and also inflation. What you need to be doing right now is trying to survive, average out on companies that you truly believe in, and trying to make it to March 16th. Be sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop a comment, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you feel this video gives you any better insight on the SoFi stock or the overall market. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, you can see all the indexes were down today. S&P 500 almost 2%. You really see that thing move like that. Dow 1%, Nasdaq 2.25%, Russell 2%. I haven't even checked the Russell, guys. I don't even know what that thing's looking like. Small caps have been demolished for, I don't know, 2 years. SoFi finished down 4% today, down, let's just say 1% in the after hours, so about 5% drop. We have hit all-time lows of 974 in the after hours. I'm really hoping this stock can maintain, 850 to 9 by Tuesday. You really don't want to see this stock drop, another 20% before your earnings report. If you have a nice earnings report and your stock goes up 20%, I mean, you're literally right back at where we're at right now, like $9.70, $10. So this selling off is very aggressive, guys. And the more we sell off, the more our earnings report does nothing for our stock. It just puts us back to, break even right now again. So I'm really hoping this stock can maintain before it goes into earnings on Tuesday. So yes, we have downside risk right now, even without earnings. We have downside risk to literally like $7, $8. That's just the way the market is going. But remember, guys, this has happened in the past with other 100 to 500x stories. You have Amazon, over 20 years ago, the dot-com bubble, the stock was at $100, $100, dropped to 5. Boom, back up to 3K, okay? That's a bad drop. 100 to 5. Are you kidding me? This stock's all-time high is about 30. So that's going to be 3 times better than 100 to 5 drop. So, all right, guys, you can see the details. Dow closed at its lowest level of 2022 so far. S&P 500 drops further into correction territory. Remember, correction territory means negative 10%. But we have the Nasdaq going into bear market territory. Bear market territory means over 20%. So look at the Nasdaq on the 1 year. Negative 4%. These are the people that play it safe that have, the Nasdaq stock and just buy the Nasdaq. These guys can't even get a break, okay? And they're playing it safe. I mean, Nasdaq has over 100 companies in it. Look at the 6-month chart, guys. If we grab that top to bottom, look, we passed the January lows. We're at 18.8%, almost at a 20% correction, guys. So we may, get a bottom literally this week. I mean, it is definitely a possibility. If we have 2 more nasty days like this, this Nasdaq is going to be down 20%, and the S&P 500 is going to be down, 15%. So we're getting extremely close to the bottom. I think we bounce when the rates get hiked. What do you say? Drop a comment. I think we go up because this is nasty. I mean, a 20% correction, that's absolutely insane. So I think we bounce, in March for sure. SoFi may have held up a little bit better earlier today, but take a look. Goldman Sachs adjusts price target for SoFi to $14 from $16, okay? Says neutral rating, but any retail investor that sees this on a nasty day like this, they're going to think the stock sucks. It's getting downgraded. People that don't do their due diligence. So I consider this, a freaking sell. I mean, or a freaking, downgrade. 16 to 14. This guy is a whack job. This is the lowest price target out of every single analyst. Remember, guys, we have 11 analysts covering this stock. No sells, 3 holds, but if you scroll over a little bit, it's not updated, but it is now $14. So we have a lot of upside from here, 92% upside, but this guy has literally gave us the lowest price target possible. That's the Goldman Sachs analyst, Michael NG, 0-star analyst, no credibility, negative 15,000 out of negative 16,000. So as you can see, Goldman Sachs is just using this guy like a rag dog, trying to beat this stock down to the ground. That's my personal opinion because they were loading up this stock last week aggressively. I believe they increased their position about 1,000%. So you have a 0-star analyst giving you the lowest price target possible out of 11 analysts. Drop a comment. What do you think about that? I think it is pretty much massive, manipulation. I think this stuff should be considered illegal. I mean, if you're doing this right before an earnings report, I mean, if you're buying up shares, you should be upping your price target, not trying to beat it down and manipulate it to buy more. So this is pretty crazy in my opinion, and I really don't like this guy, 0-star analyst. All right, a lot of people are getting afraid for earnings because they see what are happening to other companies' earnings, okay? We have Lemonade down negative 17.6% after hours. Remember, there is always a reason if you're going to drop, negative 20%. And as you guys can see here, it's blacked out because it's on Seeking Alpha and I don't have a subscription. Lemonade stock drops 20% after disappointing outlook. Q4 earnings fall short of consensus. So they had a bad outlook, bad G word, the guidance. So the guidance was soft and they had a bad Q4. So if your guidance is toast, your stock's going to be toast. And that stock's down from 180 to 18. So that's pretty much never going to see all-time highs in a decade. You also have Skill stock down 28% after hours. And I was getting a lot of people, messaging me on Twitter about, what's going to happen to SoFi? What's going to happen to SoFi? I can guarantee you that SoFi is not going to put out as bad a guidance as Skills. So that's what I can pretty much guarantee you. They put out about 10% growth for 2022, literally 10%. Skills slides 29% after earnings miss, weaker 2022 guidance. And we can actually pull it up right here so I can show you why the stock's down, 30% of the company. Revenue grew this year to $384 million. That is pretty solid, 67% growth. If you just scroll down a little bit, financial outlook, for 2022 right here, revenue guidance, $400 million. So 84 to 400, guys, that is literally 10% growth. They're screwed. That's a growth stock. They're not growing. It's over. RIP. Skills is finished. 50 to 2. It's probably going to 1, okay? Nobody's going to buy that crap, okay? I'm telling you right now, SoFi is truly built different. Once again, I believe it is because of the management team. Sure, they took a hit with that 10% dilution that they, just put out. But guys, that is going to help the company put out better 2022 guidance. That's another 75 to 125 million revenue boost you're going to be getting on your 2022 guidance. So don't forget that. And I posted this on my Twitter. The link will be in the comments section if you want to, follow my Twitter. Take a look at this. We now have 4 reasons why SoFi could top out the highest end of the 2022 revenue guidance of 1.6 billion. If you want to know why it's 1.6 billion, go on to Yahoo Finance. You will see what the 8 analysts high expectation is, medium, and also the low. I believe the low is about 1.4, so we don't want to get anywhere near that, okay? Bank charter license is complete. That's going to boost your EBITDA up 200 million potentially. Margin investing complete. I have no clue what kind of revenue margin investing will do with SoFi. If I could take a guess, I would say maybe 30 to 50 million. A Technisys acquisition, that's going to be an additional 75 to 125 million for this year. Pagaya partnership, this boosts loan volumes up to 300% within 6 months. I mean, that's absolutely insane. I mean, we could literally be seeing, a potential, double on, a loan revenue coming in certain segments. They're in the exact same type of segments that, SoFi is in right now. Mortgages, credit cards. And as you can see, I said, this has all been completed in the past 90 days. So this management team is moving quick. So once again, right now, looking at the SoFi stock, we could definitely see, potentially 7 to 8 by earnings. That's going to suck, but I believe the bottom could be in if the investors hear, that full 2022 outlook that they want to hear, and they can, load this bad boy up at these low levels, because I believe that will be the bottom if they put out the insane 2022 guidance. So I think we could definitely see, $7 or $8. It is definitely a possibility, but remember, Amazon pulled this same type of story, but it was 10 times worse. 100 down to $5. That's gotta suck. Okay, I wouldn't be able to hold, man, if I was down like that and I had a massive position. So we've actually had an opportunity to accumulate right around, these levels, 10, 12, 14, 16. That's a big difference from averaging down from $100. So once again, I think the bottom could potentially be in, especially before March, because, I think we bounce when those rate hikes come out. So right now, the big money is trying to shake everybody out. You can see the Nasdaq's down 20%, massive shorting. I believe following the company SoFi that we will have incredible 2022 guidance. Looking at my Twitter, go back to it, go back to that post. They have made multiple acquisitions, multiple moves. I mean, bank charter, margin investing, Pagaya, Technisys. It just does not stop. So I think we are going to see the highest end of the 2022 guidance once again. And if you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. Be sure to smash the like button and don't forget to drop a comment. What are your expectations for SoFi heading into these earnings? What is your price target? What type of move do you think we could see? I want to hear your guys' comments. You got to be patient once again. Remember, guys, this is not as bad as some other, historical growth stories that pulled these 200, 400, 500 X's. That Amazon, that was a nasty sell-off during the dot-com bubble. $100 to 5. This is not as bad. It is still pretty bad. Nasdaq correction, negative 20%. We are extremely close to this bottom. I think the bottom will be in before the rate hikes get raised, or literally the day the rate hikes get raised. So that's not a lot of time. March 16th, that's about 2.5 weeks. Once again, I think the bottom could be in for SoFi heading into these earnings, because I don't think we're going to see these levels ever again if they put out the guidance and the forecast of potentially being a profitable company very soon. So that's just my expectations. Be sure to do your due diligence. Once again, it's not just SoFi. I just said at the beginning of the video, Facebook, PayPal, Square, amazing companies, all-time lows, 52-week lows. So once again, my name's Kyle. Hope you have a great day.